Bonsoir. Hop. Alors, on se retrouve sur Genshin. On va faire la quête de Nahida, mais avant de la faire, on va juste faire la dernière étape de l'événement. Voilà. Et après, on passera sur la quête de Nahida. Live un peu en retard. Voilà, cet après-midi, je pouvais pas faire de live, donc je le fais là maintenant. Hop, alors équipe. On va prendre Yoimiya. Salut Océane. Raiden, Ayato, et puis Nahida. Voilà, c'est parti.
Shine down. It's so full of wisdom.
Kamisato art. Suiyu.
Feel the split. Go bishop down. Now you shall perish.
Ah bah tu peux le mettre. Ah bah non, tu peux pas le mettre. T'es pas modo avec ce compte.
Illusion shattered.
Comme je te l'ai dit, je peux pas te mettre modo avec ce compte. J'ai dépassé la limite. Je vais le changer, t'inquiète. Je fais juste le combat. Ou sinon tu vas avec ton autre compte, hein, il te change. Voilà.
Make yourselves at home.
Mind the deluge.
This may hurt a little. Feel the split.
Ah, et en fait, il faut que j'enlève ton ancien compte modo. Et du coup, ton ancien compte, tu vas plus jamais le réutiliser. Tu utilises que celui-là maintenant, du coup. Celui-là, il est sur ta vraie adresse mail.
The depth beckon.
Sharing my knowledge. Shine down.
C'est juste pour moi savoir.
I see everything. Time for a light show. Go bishop down.
Ah, mais après, si tu... Oui, si tu veux.
Everyone hold hands.
Mind the deluge.
Après, dis-moi si tu veux que je t'enlève modo sur ton ancien compte si tu vas plus le réutiliser. Raiden, Ayaka, toi, puis toi, on va dire. Après, je m'en fiche. Oui, bah dis-moi. Tu utilises le compte que tu me dis juste quel compte tu utilises pour que je le mette modo.
Illusion shattered.
Voir si je dois changer ou pas.
Clouds high. The bird.
My apologies. Embrace the ice. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
You're toast. Nova, get them. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Take flight.
Ok, vas-y, va changer. Ah oui, du coup, t'es revenu avec ton paquet.
As one with wind and cloud.
Now you shall perish.
Je me dis pourquoi est-ce qu'elle a
Illusion shattered.
pourquoi est-ce qu'elle a deux solos différents. Du coup, c'est perturbant, tu parles avec tes deux comptes en même temps.
Clouds high. The bird.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Time as one with wind and
My apologies. You're toast.
Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Sakura swirl.
Time to go to work.
Take flight. Ha!
Ah bah y'a eux là. Du coup t'as rajouté drop dans le titre.
There is no escape!
Still.
J'y arrive pas. Tu peux pas changer le... Je sais pas c'est quoi l'interface pour les modérateurs.
Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. Crush. Shudder.
Illusion shattered!
Mind the
Tant
daily.
pis.
Flood of frost. More speed. Crush.
Hop.
Beg for
T'arrives pas à
mercy.
changer. Bon du coup je vais changer après.
There is
c'est pas
no
grave.
escape!
Kamisato up. Suyu.
Now he shall perish!
Vengeance will be mine. Crush.
Cascade. The depths beckon.
Beg for mercy. Crush.
Torn to oblivion!
You're toast. Flood of frost. Shudder. Beg for mercy.
Du coup, au lieu vert, ils ont pas vraiment oublié eux là. Vu qu'on peut la jouer. Ok. Vu qu'ils l'ont mis en test, ça veut un peu dire qu'ils l'ont pas oublié. Hop. Donc on va vite fait faire cette quête. Où est-ce qu'il est là? Et je change le titre. Ok. C'est fait. Et ben du coup on peut lancer la quête de Nahida maintenant. C'est bon. On lance. Oh non, c'est pas là où je voulais aller, c'est ici. Ouais, quête de Nahida. Acte 2 du coup. Avant je vais changer le titre avant que j'oublie. Voilà, le titre est changé normalement. Si tu peux me le confirmer, Océane. Donc c'est parti. Le titre. Est-ce qu'il est changé le titre? Ok.
Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there.
Nahida, c'est quand
It's
même
been
le
a
seul
while, hasn't
archon
it?
qui se balade
What
comme
have
ça dans
you
la
two been
rue.
up to? Seems like you've been enjoying yourself. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. Why is that?
Ah, oui, ok. Le, le bot, il dit que le titre a été changé. Il est un peu long à la détente, mais ok.
Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like.
Mhm.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but it's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine. But yet, it's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot
Mais
on
non, on
your
est toujours
mind.
là pour
We'd
t'aider,
like to
Nahida.
help.
Notre archon préféré. Hmm.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... that's true. Okay, let's go take a look. Alright, lead the way, little fungus.
C'est la première fois quand même que dans une quête d'histoire, on nous fait des références à d'anciens événements. C'est déjà arrivé que dans des événements, on fait référence à d'anciens événements, mais pas dans les quêtes d'histoire. Mais du coup, c'est-à-dire que les gens qui n'ont pas fait l'événement avec les fungus, ils doivent rien comprendre.
And it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family members. Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen any.
This is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why.
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away. My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
D'accord, ok.
Lord of Dendro. Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you.
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seeing
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature.
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand.
Paimon un peu.
A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms, but completely different interiors.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more
Ils
talkative
sont de
than
l'académie.
Paimon.
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
D'accord.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat, even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, what are you? And
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in it. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and we were victims of the apocalypse. Yet in time,
The apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
it's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden
Connaissance
knowledge?
interdite.
Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the loop. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power... I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, and not only did you save me, but you've also already...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more.
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and...
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members...
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help.
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment.
Des Aranara et des enfants qui vont l'aider. Bah, génial. C'est une très bonne idée, dis donc, Nahida. Envoyer des enfants chercher des monstres.
That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believed the moment I saw you when I awoke. I had a...
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us...
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end.
D'accord. Acte 2. Retour à la maison.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus?
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, that sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Mais du coup, la théorie que Paimon serait la déesse du début, du coup, ça veut dire qu'elle ferait pas partie de tes rêves. Mais si elle fait pas partie de tes rêves, pourquoi est-ce qu'elle ne se rappelle plus de Rukatevata? Parce qu'il n'y a que nous qui nous en souvenons parce qu'on vient pas de Tevata. Mais Paimon, si c'est vraiment la déesse, elle devrait plus s'en souvenir de Rukatevata. Elle devrait encore s'en souvenir, mais alors... Bah, soit je joue la comédie, soit... elle est vraiment innocente.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find...
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all...
No, we didn't. The appearance of our... After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the... Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit over...
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, a most beautiful word. I shall enjoy...
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be
Vous voulez
carried?
que je vous porte?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't
Vraiment
you fly up and sit on top of my head? We can figure out who will carry who later! We have fun!
I think we may have a different understanding. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back. And
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
yes, one was my friend, and the other...
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name.
En fait, les fungus, ils ont une vie comme les humains. Ils font des enfants, ils leur donnent des noms, ils les portent.
Like Bongo Head.
Chapeau Tom.
You have an odd taste for
Tu as des goûts
names.
bizarres en matière de noms. Ah, mais c'est vrai que Paimon et ses noms, ils sont spéciaux.
Paimon thinks that name is great. Strange and cute at the
Salut
same
Anna,
time.
comment tu vas?
It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things.
Déjà Barbe de Pacotille, c'est un nouveau goûter son nom de Paimon. Ouais, c'est ça. Premier surnom, Barbe de Pacotille. Génial.
Yes, I must remember it before I return.
Bah, moi ça
It's
va,
just
un peu
as
malade,
important as my homeland.
mais ça va. Franchement, les vacances, elles commencent mal. Bref.
Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Allez, dépêche-toi. Ah. C'est un peu pourri ici, j'ai plus le nom du truc, mais...
It's the withering.
Ah oui, la cécité, c'est ça.
Yes, I have heard humans also. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
D'accord, donc en fait la cécité, c'est les entités élémentaires qui meurent. Et du coup ça devient la cécité.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of...
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the withering they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. But What a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland,
C'est vrai que c'est triste.
flowers like these filled the fields. Each they grew in the pristine lakes, they grew everywhere. Until the world but it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power. After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near the...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. It's not right to leave them to simply... Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
Oui, oui, oui. Déjà, le début de cette quête, ça me plaît plus, c'est plus intéressant que la première. Là, on en apprend un peu plus sur la région de Sumeru, son histoire et tout ça.
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried
Bon,
about...
on en apprend toujours pas sur Nahida, mais
It's
voilà.
fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist in... It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. But when all that's left is its skeleton...
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready. Then let's do this. We've dealt with the withering
Bon,
countless
franchement, elle est
times
beaucoup
already.
mieux que la deuxième quête, que la première. Bon, après, à voir si ça va rester aussi intéressant. Mais... Du coup, on joue Nahida, ok. Toi, là, pas bien.
Hey! Right now. Right here.
Et c'est vrai, elle était enfermée. C'est vrai que dit comme ça, c'est logique.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu, Cascade.
Voilà. On commence par un C2. Juste soigner Cookie Shinobu un peu. Parce qu'elle a un peu mal au poing. La pauvre. Voilà. C'est quoi ça? Pourquoi il y a ça? Ok. Un truc qui vole, ouais. C'est peut-être un bug ou... Je sais pas.
I see
Bonjour monsieur.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. Abonne
Comme
is
ça, vous
strong.
qu'il faut raison. Mystère pour l'humanité. Ouais, puis là il a disparu, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Ah oui, comme ça, c'est vrai. Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pu enlever de cécité.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Ouais, c'est ça, la cécité, on l'enlevait au début de Sumeru, maintenant on peut besoin de l'enlever. Hein.
Rumors of her withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as
Franchement, mais
elemental power still
en vrai, la
exists,
cécité, ça c'est un truc qu'ils ont pas assez développé, je
an
trouve.
external form is but a
Ils auraient,
gift of
genre,
time,
ils auraient pu en mettre un peu partout, genre même dans le désert et tout.
and
C'est
change,
sympa, je trouve, la
and
cécité.
even abandonment of previous
Il n'y en avait pas
forms.
assez.
However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
Mais par contre, ils ont mis tout le budget dans les quêtes pour les Amarama. Anarama, ouais, les petites bestioles de
I will
Sumeru.
cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Oui, c'est ça, c'est simple, c'est
Thank
sympa,
you,
c'est...
God of Dendro.
Et Aranara,
It was
c'est
a
ça.
wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
J'ai même pas encore fini ces quêtes des Aranara. Faudrait que je le fasse.
Hold on. I think I got something.
c'est magique. Ses yeux, ils changent de couleur pour communiquer avec les gens.
Okay, I understand.
Comment dormir dans des quêtes horribles, c'est ça.
So,
Et après,
I found a fungus that
j'ai à
matches the
peine le temps
description I gave them. It's currently
de jouer à
unconscious.
Genshin tous les jours, de faire les quêtes d'Archon et tout. J'ai pas le temps pour les Arana. Hein. Nahida qui capte la 5G. Ouais, c'est ça.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow me.
En fait, Genshin, le truc, c'est que... En même temps, oui, non mais c'est ça, c'est long et chiant.
Oh,
Et puis il y a tellement
so
de contenu régulièrement sur Genshin
collect these.
que bah, t'as pas le temps de tout faire. Hein. C'est... Il y a trop de trucs à faire. Ok, ouais, non, je vais peut-être pas y aller à pied.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably... Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family.
Ah, c'est ça. Mais c'est ça, tu t'arrêtes de jouer, genre... j'avais arrêté de jouer pendant 2 semaines. J'ai plein de trucs à rattraper. Bah, du coup, j'ai réussi à le rattraper. Mais c'était... Voilà, genre la quête du désert de Deshret, là. J'ai dû la finir, donc j'ai fini il y a pas longtemps. Pareil pour l'escapade de trucs, là. La quête d'Item, j'ai dû rattraper aussi. L'escapade de Faruzan qu'on a fait lundi. C'est... Waouh.
Although we belong to different
C'est
species,
long.
we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They can be reasonable.
Et en plus,
as
je me
long
dis,
as
mais
you try to
les
maneuver.
pauvres gens qui commencent aujourd'hui, mais genre les événements, ils peuvent pas les faire parce que la plupart des événements, ils se passent à Sumeru.
What should we
Donc les
do?
pauvres...
You're the only one who can make it through, right?
Ouais, c'est ça. Là, je change de mode bannière au début de match, il y a des trucs partout dans tous les sens, donc t'as trop de trucs à faire.
But you'll need Nahida's power if
Après,
you
c'est
want to
bien, hein.
save that
Du coup, t'as du
fungus.
contenu.
I've got an idea.
Du coup, t'as
Can
du
you
contenu
teach me how to
régulièrement, tu
change
peux
it
pas
to a
t'ennuyer sur le
fungus?
jeu. Mais bon, si tu joues pas que à Genshin, voilà,
You
t'as pas
want to
trop le temps non
transform
plus.
into a fungus?
Ce qui est mon cas, je joue pas
We
que
don't
à
have
Genshin
time for
non plus.
growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Oui, c'est ça. Après, des armes exclusives à des événements, ça, je veux bien, parce que c'est des événements, donc c'est censé être exclusif, voilà. Donc avoir des trucs exclusifs pendant les événements, je veux bien. Mais par exemple, les quêtes d'événements, ils devraient laisser les anciens joueurs, les nouveaux joueurs, pardon, pouvoir les refaire. Parce qu'en vrai, il y en a certaines qui étaient intéressantes. Genre juste les refaire, pas obligé à avoir une récompense, mais juste pouvoir les faire. Et puis pareil, là, pour les quêtes dans cette version, mais je crois que toutes les quêtes, tous les événements de cette version se passent à Sumeru. Donc la personne qui commence aujourd'hui, elle doit encore passer, elle doit encore finir Mondstadt, passer à Liu, faire Inazuma, pour ensuite venir à Sumeru. Puis le temps qu'elle fasse tout ça, l'événement il sera déjà fini. Donc c'est compliqué d'avoir beaucoup de primogèmes au début, grâce aux événements. Les événements ils donnent rien du tout quand tu commences le jeu aujourd'hui.
But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is
Oui c'est
required
ça,
to
faut avoir le
break
temps et la
through the
motivation.
limitations
Bah,
of
après,
time.
faire des quêtes d'événements que t'as déjà fait, euh, je vois pas trop l'intérêt. Mais après, je pense que si t'es intéressé par l'histoire de certains événements, genre les événements du tout début de Genshin avec Mona, ça franchement c'était très intéressant, j'aimais beaucoup faire ces quêtes.
I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your
Pareil,
transformation process a little easier.
les quêtes de l'été, là, sur l'île de la Pomme Dorée, sur l'archipel de la Pomme Dorée, ça c'est génial aussi. Oui, oui, les petits événements, ouais. Oui, les petits événements aussi, je skip les dialogues. Il n'y a que les gros événements, enfin l'événement principal, où je fais l'effort de lire.
Alright, I'm ready.
Parce que c'est doublé.
Changing
Quand
into
c'est
a
doublé,
fungus
moi
should be
je lis.
quite an
Quand c'est pas
interesting
doublé, je lis pas tout le temps.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
As am I.
Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then...
Okay. Good luck, Lord of...
Allez, Nahida, transformation. Ah bah voilà.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form, the unconscious fungus, is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Oui, oui, c'est vrai que à chaque fois l'archipel de la pomme dorée, ça tombait jamais au bon moment. Moi en fait, j'avais pu faire le début, genre 2 jours. Après j'ai dû aller en vacances et quand je suis revenu de vacances, je crois qu'il devait rester genre quand je suis revenu de vacances, il devait rester genre à peine 3 jours. Donc oui, je me suis forcé aussi à les faire. Mais malgré tout, elles étaient intéressantes. J'ai pas pu faire l'exploration du coup.
Alright, good luck, Nahida. Let's go,
Mais c'est
traveler.
ça le problème aussi, ça sort jamais au bon moment, ces événements. Les meilleurs événements, ils sont jamais au bon moment. C'est c'est comme ça. D'accord, Nahida Fungus. Voilà, ça joue tout seul.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Droite.
Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed.
D'accord. On a été repéré. Bon. Rip.
There's a fungus on patrol in the
Et
center
Nahida,
there.
arrête de parler.
It looks pretty.
Gauche du coup, vu que droite ça marche pas. D'accord.
It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for.
Allez Nahida, j'ai peux le faire.
This is the spot. There are several. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch.
Ok, bon, on arrive. Go Nahida. Ouais, enfin Nahida, maintenant elle attend qu'on fasse tout le travail pour elle.
So this is the one. Understood.
Nahida? What's wrong?
Mhm.
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the
Du coup, les
techniques
fungus, ils
that
sont
it
partis.
taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
Elle est debout, le fungus.
I apologize. Language is not easy.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes, unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember. Really? That's great! Home, Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon.
Le fameux dragon d'ennemi.
Yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon?
Corrivaline.
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has
Ouais,
accumulated
donc
dense elemental
Apep,
power.
du coup, Nahida, elle sait qui c'est, elle sait où
I
il est.
don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees.
Après, à la base, c'est pas des fungus, hein, c'est juste des
Entire
particules.
world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the early... It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be... However, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears
Tu es
that
beaucoup
you're
plus
much
intelligent que
smarter than
Paimon.
Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much
Ah, donc c'est un
larger than
dendro
any
blob
Dendro
géant.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated?
Yes, that is correct.
Ah, Paimon, elle a été contaminée, le truc.
What has suddenly made you look so worried?
Balle perdue pour Paimon, ouais, c'est ça.
I haven't seen this expression on you before.
L'autre, elle lui dit qu'elle est pas intelligente.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago, which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been...
And a big void will also form inside the dragon.
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in... No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while.
Oui, je pense qu'il souffre, oui.
How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and the Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Donc si on va pas sauver le dragon, plus personne pourra vivre à Sumeru.
Hey,
Génial.
what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see?
Yes, I'm sorry. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something... I'm sorry, our memories aren't...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other
Allez
family
Nahida,
member.
utilise ta 5G.
I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now.
Très rassurant, oui c'est ça. Si on sauve pas le dragon, bah tout le monde va mourir. Ah bah génial.
Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Et du coup il mange en attendant.
Thank you. Family.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful.
Go home. Leave. Heart
Ah, il va pas rentrer.
Don't worry. I understand what you are. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Tend soil. Food don't like.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in.
Soil.
Faire du jardinage, quoi.
First. Seed. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it.
Allez, allons faire du jardinage, du coup. C'est pas possible, je peux pas grimper là. On adore le jardinage. Allez, on plante. Arroser le champ. Allez, un bateau. Voilà.
It's time to handle the invading plant life.
Éliminer les plantes envahissantes. Ah, c'est ça les plantes envahissantes. Voilà.
That should be all of them. Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until...
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days,
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
Plantes très envahissantes. Bah oui, les fleurs mensongères là.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are
Elles
always
t'attaquent et
talking
tout.
about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now,
Et il aime pas les
probably
dieux.
still holds
Ah, pas
great
génial.
hostility. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable. Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue
D'accord,
until a
donc le
balance
dragon il
can
aime
be
pas
found.
les archons. Donc il aime pas Nahida.
As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Ok. Toujours pas se TP. Il va à pied. Pas très sympa le dragon. Après le dragon, apparemment, de ce qu'on a compris, il était là avant les dieux. Et puis les dieux ils sont arrivés, ils ont fait bon on va régner sur Tevat, sur Sumeru. Donc bon le pauvre c'était lui le roi et puis les dieux ils arrivent, ils prennent sa place. Faut le comprendre un peu, hein, le pauvre dragon.
Thank you, Lord of Ten. You really like them, don't you? Family. Like,
Toi pas aimé famille.
not like. That's not what Paimon meant.
Ah Paimon elle a pas de famille en fait.
You guys aren't actually the same species.
Ouais c'est ça. Quand la nouvelle, c'est en fait oui c'est ça, le dragon c'est le vieux et il aime pas la nouvelle génération.
Does that match them? Family likes me. Paimon doesn't.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, you place importance on appearances. but we do
Paimon,
not.
sa famille, ça la bouffe.
We find the
C'est ça.
experiences,
Mais Paimon, on n'en
knowledge,
sait
and
rien du
connections
tout sur
they've
son
made
histoire, sur
today
son
more
passé.
important.
C'est fou, hein. Elle nous accompagne depuis le début du jeu et on la connaît pas. On sait juste qu'elle aime bien manger, c'est tout.
These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more. It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Ouais, après, le voyageur, c'est un peu normal, il est amnésique. Le voyageur, il est un peu amnésique, tout ça, donc c'est ça. Un mystère pour nous-mêmes. Mais Paimon, elle est pas amnésique, hein, elle est normale. Nous, en fait, on est amnésique, mais on sait juste qu'on cherche notre sœur. On se rappelle juste de notre sœur, c'est tout.
Oh?
Mais on sait pas d'où on vient non plus. Hein.
Understood. Thank you. Still
Ah,
nothing
bah
yet from
voilà,
the
Nahida a
forest.
capté la 5G.
Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how... It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that
Plus de
neither of
500
you
ans
can
et toujours
remember
debout.
anything about the crystal.
Ouais, c'est ça. On a plus de 500 ans. Mais c'est pour ça, en fait. On a plus de 500 ans, mais en fait, on serait pas en fait une divinité. Je sais pas, peut-être pas un archon, mais genre une divinité, un truc de genre, avec notre sœur. Ou alors, on a été pris au piège de l'immortalité de Kaenria, peut-être. Mais nous, on s'est pas transformé en Protogolinus. On a le même problème que Densif. Peut-être, hein.
Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which
Alors, je sais pas
causes
pourquoi est-ce qu'on
memories
serait
of it to
immortel
be
comme ça et
unclear.
qu'on vieillirait pas.
And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse, Lord of Dendro. Do you still remember the prophecy?
On a un descendant de fan, mais pas notre jumeau. Bizarre. Ou jumelle, ouais. Oui, c'est bizarre cette histoire.
I do. What about...
The prophecy is a story that connects
Et puis
events of the
apparemment, on n'est
past
pas
and
les
the
seuls
future.
voyageurs.
A family member once
Genre
said
les seuls
that the
voyageurs
apocalypse
de
is a
notre
part of
monde.
us and that there is value in preserving it.
Mais je suis sûr, il y aura un délire de genre, en fait, Kaenria, ça a jamais fait partie de Tevat. Sauf qu'à un moment, il y a eu un problème. Tevat est entré en collision, on va dire, avec Kaenria, et du coup, ça a détruit
The
Kaenria, non?
rest of the
Je suis
family
sûr, il y
did
aura un
not
délire comme
approve of
ça.
its opinion at the
Mais bon,
time.
Kaenria,
So
je pense
it
qu'on
left.
saura toute la vérité à la fin du jeu. S'il y a une fin un jour. On a un bon mode de... Oui, non, enfin, 500 ans, même si t'as un bon mode de vie, si t'es un humain normal, tu persistes pas autant, hein. Quand même, je pense qu'on doit être spécial, un peu.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's the...
That's not very likely. The
Ou
power
alors
of
on faisait
Burning
aussi
Soul
partie de
covers
l'abîme avant.
every inch of the land.
Je sais pas.
Did the prophecy
Vu
say
que
where the
notre
family
jumeau
member
jumelle
went?
fait partie de l'abîme, peut-être qu'on le faisait partie aussi, mais que du coup on fait plus partie, je sais pas.
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place.
Yeah,
Le gouffre.
that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
Ouais, comme quoi le monde est à l'envers. Bref, trop oui. Kenria, c'est un mystère. Je peux aller au gouffre.
It's impossible to preserve. What if it can be converted to a different... I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that element.
Ok. Péril dans le noir. Comment ça? Pas d'objectif, fait tomber la quête du monde. Péril dans le noir. Ah d'accord, en fait je peux y aller. Mais si jamais j'y arrive pas... Ah non en fait. Attends, enfoncez-vous au fond du gouffre. Si en fait je peux y aller. Ouais, gouffre. Ici. pouvez mettre le message, je viens de le faire. Ouais, dans le gouffre. Bon, c'est parti. Du coup, on sort de Sumeru, parce que le gouffre, ça fait partie de l'IU.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long... Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here.
Mes talents, t'en auras besoin. Ok, ouais. Je vais y
I'm
penser.
referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Teyvat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep, it's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
D'accord, en fait, du coup, toute la corruption dans le gouffre, c'est les connaissances interdites.
Another strange metaphor.
Ok.
But Paimon somehow...
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike.
Oui, je pense que le gouffre est lié à Genria. Oui, bah de toute façon, tu vois, dans le gouffre, il y a une ancienne civilisation, donc c'est pas Genria, c'est un truc dans le genre, peut-être. Mais après, peut-être que, en fait, Genria, c'est pas une ville, mais carrément plusieurs villes en dessous de Teyvat, non? Parce qu'en vrai, on nous a jamais vraiment dit si c'était juste une ville, Genria, juste un endroit, ou si c'était le nom d'une ancienne civilisation. Bon. C'est très intéressant, cette histoire de Genria. Très intriguant aussi. Je pense qu'en fait, c'est pour ça que je continue toujours à jouer à Genshin, parce que des fois j'ai plus envie. Mais je reprends toujours parce que je veux savoir la suite. L'histoire est tellement intéressante. Ouais, c'est ça. Oui, on est d'accord. L'histoire est tellement intéressante. Du coup, j'ai pris ma lampe, ouais. Mais bon, faut peut-être la recharger, la lampe. Je vais la recharger. Je peux pas mourir avant de savoir la fin de Genshin. Ah ouais, j'espère qu'on... En fait, Genshin, j'espère juste qu'on va savoir qu'on aura une fin. Et que ça va pas faire comme beaucoup de jeux où en fait ça marche tellement bien qu'on fait pas de fin, on fait durer, durer et il n'y a jamais de fin. Oui, on veut une fin, Genshin. J'ai peur en fait qu'ils finissent comme ça, qu'ils font jamais de fin parce que le jeu il marche trop bien. Et donc pour éviter que le jeu ne s'arrête quoi, et voilà. Mais en vrai, pour éviter que Genshin s'arrête, je pense que tu fais une fin à Genshin et puis tu crées un Genshin 2 hein. Ou un autre gacha dans le style Genshin. Oui, c'est ça, une fin, une vraie fin. Non, on veut une vraie fin.
I know what to do. Let's just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Mind the danger.
I'm always watching. Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
Mais bon, la fin, normalement, elle devrait arriver dans... Du coup, cette année, on aura Fontaine. Donc, cette année, elle compte pas. Aussi, il nous reste 3 régions. Je crois qu'il nous reste que 3 régions. 3 ou 2. Sans compter Fontaine, il nous reste combien de régions? Ouais, la fin, c'est déjà dans 2-3 ans. En vrai, ça va vite, hein. Il reste que 2 régions. Ouais, mais après, du coup, la deuxième région, on sait qu'il y aura un truc secret. Donc sûrement lié à Kenria. Une région à Kenria. Donc je pense qu'il reste 3 régions. Parce que dans la vidéo où ils annoncent toutes les régions, là, il y a un truc pour l'interrogation. On a dit ça doit avoir un lien avec Kenria. Parce qu'on voit Safe.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
Natlan et Snejnaya. Voilà, Snejnaya. Je sais pas le dire non plus. Et Nathan c'est le pyro et slash Naya c'est cryo.
That light.
Wait. Something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oui, je pense. Il y aura un chapitre Kenria, ouais. Oui, genre après qu'on aura fini Nahida, du coup, la région cryo, on ira à Kenria et on aura un truc avec Kenria. Ou peut-être pas à Kenria, mais genre dans le monde des dieux, on va dire. Dans le monde de l'ordre divin, je sais pas. Un truc en rapport avec Kenria, l'ordre divin. On aura toutes les réponses. On verra bien. Du coup, dans 3 ans, si après la région cryo, il y a quelque chose.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay.
On engueule Nahida, carrément.
I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself.
Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs.
Oui, c'est ça. La région... Bon, je vais arrêter de dire ça, je vais dire la région cryo. Dans la région cryo, oui, on verra la design. Bah, déjà, la région cryo, c'est la région... On le sait, c'est la région des fatouilles. Donc après, peut-être qu'on va apprendre qu'en fait, Zarine, c'est un archon. Ce qui serait pas bête, hein, vu que c'est la région des fatouilles. Donc, ouais. Donc, à mon avis, dans la région cryo, on va savoir la vérité sur les fatouilles, tout ça.
You want to use its power?
Mais franchement, c'est pas l'histoire des fatouilles qui m'intéresse le plus, hein. Moi, c'est vraiment Kenria. Ça m'intrigue beaucoup. Les fatouilles aussi, ça m'intéresse, mais... Genre, si je devais choisir entre les fatouilles et Kenria, je choisirais Kenria, je pense.
It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intent.
Don't understand. This no good, that no good. Save life. Important.
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
Qui font des Gnosis à part jouer aux échecs le dimanche. C'est vrai.
It's okay.
Non mais à
There's
mon
no
avis,
need to
genre...
argue. I'll
les
think of
Gnosis,
something
c'est
to
pour
do
faire
about
genre une
the elemental power
expérience
that will be
ou
used.
un truc dans le genre. Ah, déjà, on sait que le Gnosis électro, ils l'ont utilisé pour Scaramouche. Pour essayer de le transformer en dieu. Donc peut-être qu'ils essayent de créer un dieu avec tous les éléments. Peut-être que ce sera ça le boss final.
I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Ouais, pour renverser l'ordre divin. Oui, de toute façon, on sait, les fatui, ils aiment pas les archons. Hein. Ils aiment pas l'ordre divin, ils aiment pas les dieux, ils aiment... Je pense à être un truc dans le genre. Est-ce qu'ils sont bien ou mal aussi? Je sais pas. Après, je pense qu'il n'y a pas vraiment de notion de gentil et de méchant. Hein. Je pense que pour nous, les Fatus, c'est des méchants parce qu'on est du côté des archons. Des archons, de l'ordre divin, tout ça. Mais après, peut-être que l'ordre divin, ils font des trucs horribles et on le sait pas. Donc finalement...
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean... Wait, did you...
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly...
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of... You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant... Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. Is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. The Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using, and as a result, our homeland will return.
Oh, so the heart of a...
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
C'est vrai que ce fungus,
What?
il connaît tout. Hein. Ah, ok, Océane. Bonne nuit, Océane, du coup.
You used the fire seed to...
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know.
Merci, Océane, merci d'être passé. Salut.
The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any...
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro dragon, in other words,
Donc la graine, elle permet de régénérer l'oasis pour guérir le dragon.
Guidance of the fire seed. But you should hurry. There is little time.
Ils ont sait que le dragon est souffrant.
You should hurry home now.
Je vois que ça passe maintenant. Ouais. Ouais, non mais... Franchement, je comprends pas pourquoi Alaitam il est là. Il y a que des persos d'Inazuma. Mais il y a Alaitam. Et... Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là? Le dragon, il y a le Covid. Peut-être, peut-être.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming to find our past has been saved. And now it's enough for me. Just knowing that they...
Hey, wait!
Oui, non mais Alaitam, on l'aime bien. Mais laisse la place à d'autres personnages. Je sais pas, Nomade peut-être.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power.
Alors les bannières d'âme ont pas l'air mauvaises. Ah, en vrai, ouais, ça va. Eula. Oui, mettez-nous Eula. On veut Eula. Eula, ça fait longtemps qu'elle est plus venue. Je suis d'accord. Mais en vrai, les bannières d'armes, ça va, mais je poule jamais sur les bannières d'armes, donc je m'en fiche un peu, moi, des bannières d'armes, mais... Ouais, ça peut être bien.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original element. Do not be sad, my friends.
Because its external form doesn't matter.
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved.
Let's go!
Allez, nous avons trouvé le dragon.
Home.
Non, laisse-moi tranquille, toi. Ouais, c'est ça. Kazoué, il revient qu'une fois par an. Mais là, apparemment, il reviendrait pas. Après, il reste que 2 versions avant Fontaine, donc peut-être qu'il peut venir en 3.8. Ouais, c'est 3.8. Attends, là on est à 3.6, donc ouais, il est 3.8. Et juste là, ok.
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close.
Tu vas voir le méchant par où. C'est ça. Mais. J'étais déjà tué. Laisse-moi tranquille, toi, mais. Purée. Pourquoi ils ont fait ça? Pourquoi on va marcher sur une corde pour récupérer les particules? C'est horrible ce truc. Mais pourquoi ils ont... Mais... J'arrive pas à avancer. C'est horrible. Mais... Yamiko, dépêche-toi. Oui. Quelle horreur, pourquoi ils ont fait ça?
Lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close.
Par contre, le Brotocolinus qui m'attaque pas, pourquoi pas?
It has already noticed our presence.
Je vais prendre l'Ilopar ici. J'ai eu peur, oui, moi aussi. Bah, j'ai l'Ilopar en fait, bah oui. Qu'est-ce que je raconte moi? Peut-être que soit les cookies Shinobu, peut être utile.
We won't be able to see anything if we
Ah,
keep going
une
that way.
cinématique.
Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pet.
Ah, c'est lui à
Temporal
Pep.
dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain.
Bonjour monsieur, enfin, je dirais plutôt madame. Parce que la voix elle est un peu féminine.
Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
Mais c'est la même voix que l'Océanide.
A pet. We're here to save you.
Très sympa la madame, très bon.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amen.
On est d'accord, c'est la même voix que l'Océanide.
Existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now.
Oui, c'est la même.
Can't you let go of your hatred?
En tout cas, elle y ressemble beaucoup.
Let go. Foolish Brewer. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
Ah bah vraiment, il va détruire son héros, pas génial. Plot twist, Océanide en réalité, dragon d'Endro. Waouh. Ah, ce serait big révélation, hein.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am great, I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the god of wisdom cannot escape from.
Petit Doliprane, ça ira mieux. Oui, non, je suis pas sûr qu'un Doliprane soigne un dieu.
I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't
Mais bon, elle peut pas être soignée. Bon, elle est bizarre un peu.
Careful! Something's coming!
Ah bah, elle survoit des monstres.
I've never seen death!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But the external form not important.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Des bidules moches, c'est ça.
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here.
They've given it their all just as...
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily... All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been...
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across to that? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature.
Ils veulent survivre. Bah oui. Et ben comme nous aussi on veut survivre, on a envie d'être tués. Et qu'est-ce que c'est que ces monstres?
Emerge, right now, right
Quoi,
here.
c'est un poisson le truc? Et aïe!
What a nuisance.
Oui.
Be still.
Oh, ils sont nuls.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Très sympa les bidules moches. Bah l'autre il m'a attaqué, je pouvais
Is
rien
there
faire.
a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. It seems only the fire seed, or a Pep's Heart of Awake, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the...
Everyone goes home. Not...
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the dark. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
Elle aime bien les risques, hein, Nahida.
It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience. And after all, that giant Dendro dragon...
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yes!
Nahida la délinquante.
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Mais le fungus, il avale tout le monde.
It's shining now.
Wow. Ah, il a évolué.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very
C'est un Pokémon.
excited.
Le fungus, il a évolué.
To imagine such growth could be achieved in
C'est
such a
ça, t'as un
short
Pokémon.
period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part.
Allons-y. Ok, bon, on y va. Trouver l'endroit où se cache Apep. Apep, tu te caches où? Il se cache là-bas, apparemment. C'est parti pour un combat à 23h40. Un combat de boss très tard. Il est pas trop dur, ça va.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the... Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that?
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the... However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the dendro
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for... And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the...
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful?
Ah bah on se fait aspirer.
Please keep everyone safe.
You.
And send us to the homeland.
C'est parti.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler?
Bah on n'est pas là.
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible.
Well, then
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry.
Paimon knows that. Let's hurry. He might be just up ahead.
Donc là on joue juste Nahida, ok. Ah, mais c'est stylé ici.
What's that?
Promenade, c'est ça.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to...
Then let's hurry and light it. We still need to...
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed! What?
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
Why? We barely used it!
Un peu aussi. On est ici 3 fois. À plus. Mais bon, on est dans la merde.
Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person. But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we at first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Paimon réfléchir à une solution. Dis donc.
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed, although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fire. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own.
You're gonna become the fire?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from
D'accord,
me,
donc Nahida va
but it
se
still
changer
won't
de
be anything compared to
Paimon
when I was
réfléchir.
in the desert. I might, however, become even...
What happens if you keep...
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically,
Ah
I'll
bah,
return to how I was
elle dit ça avec le
first born.
sourire. Je vais devenir un brin d'herbe ou une brindille.
I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your...
That's all right. none of that matters compared to the dangers that a pep is facing.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides,
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see.
You can't be serious.
Et comme dans la pelouse de char. Mais non, mais elle dit ça avec le sourire.
If the Traveler were here, he definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles will
Ouais,
fall
donc
into
en
the
gros, elle
ground
veut se
and
sacrifier
soar in the
pour sauver le
sky once
dragon.
again.
Un dragon qui ne l'aime pas.
But if no
Ok, elle
risks
est un
are
peu trop
taken,
gentille, Nahida.
then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No. Please. The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Et ben c'était stylé, hein, comme d'habitude. Le voilà. Le boss.
To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
Because you're
Ouais,
carrying
du coup,
everyone's hopes
on
and
se doutait un
dreams.
peu qu'elle allait pas se protéger non plus. Qu'elle allait pas mourir. Le monstre serpillère. C'est ça, ouais, je comprends pas trop le délire de ce monstre, mais pourquoi pas. Donc, première phase terminée.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
I see everything. Right here. Emerge.
La pire
Right
partie.
here.
Oui, bah,
Kamisato
je m'étonne.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge. Stand with me. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Out of my way. Right now. Emerge. Dissipate.
Cascade.
Ok. Là c'est le dernier combat, je pense. Dernière phase. Sinon ça me fout.
I see everything.
I learned a wonderful word. It's more, which means light. It will be your name.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ces attaques? Ah, il m'a one shot. Ah, fallait peut-être se cacher.
Abonne is strong.
Peut-être aller dans les petites bulles, je les ai vues après. Quand je suis mort. Ouais, il fallait sous le bouclier, oui, je les ai vues après. Là, franchement, je comprends pas trop ce qui se passe. Je tape et c'est tout.
Hey! Right here. Emerge.
Cascade.
Voilà. Après, je pense qu'il est simple. Parce que c'est la quête de Nahida. C'est le boss de la quête.
You fungi said that your form didn't matter.
Je pense que si on combat niveau 90
Let us know that you're all right.
en boss hebdomadaire, il sera plus compliqué. Oui, il est plus simple, oui. Bah, c'est normal après. Il faut qu'on puisse finir la quête quand même.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras
Et
have
franchement,
also transformed into my
il a
elemental
l'air d'avoir des
power,
bons patterns et tout.
just as they
Il a
did.
pas l'air trop chiant non plus.
They will be born once again now that they're one.
That's different! They won't... Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us.
Oui, c'est pas infaisable niveau
That's how it's
90.
destined to be.
J'imagine. Mais c'est pas comme Raiden, hein. Elle est infaisable niveau 90.
But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else
La
matters to
Raiden,
me,
là,
Pet.
elle est pire que ça. Hein.
Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Ça va grâce à mon Tainari. Ouais, non, moi Raiden, j'y arrive pas niveau 90.
Yes.
Même avec le
There's
Dendro
no
et tout,
denying
c'est
that. Although my
compliqué.
hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me. Be that as it may, my position still... When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my...
Yeesh! Who can put up with you?
Vous êtes vraiment désagréable.
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world and led us in a fight.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing
ok.
destruction on an unprecedented scale.
Ok, bah merci
The
d'être
world
passé du coup.
itself was on the verge
Là,
of
je pense que c'est la fin de la
collapse.
quête, hein. Je vais pas tarder à arrêter le live. Oui. Oui. Bah, de toute façon, la quête, elle se termine. J'arrêterai le live, je pense.
In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world.
Mais sinon,
while
la
the
quête,
losers
très
must turn
bonne
into
quête.
ash. But I didn't give
Voilà.
up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King.
Bah merci, bonne nuit à toi aussi, merci d'être passé et à bientôt.
As I attempted to collect more
Salut.
forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even...
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amen, Allah.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually... His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to... Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions. The condition was that after his death, at that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King... Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred for... And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. While others chose... But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still... I will follow it until the end of...
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed. However, what I gained was no benefit. No, I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the... But even then, I still believe that his insanity...
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final tiny Boer, and the rest of you. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able...
Okay.
Hey, looks like we've been sent back out.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon...
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling... Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, each opportunity for growth is unique, and perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to...
Oh, yeah! Let's hurry and go take a look! They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this...
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Noor is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? This is wonderful. So they will definitely meet again. Someday.
Et voilà. Ok. Et ben, elle était cool cette quête. Bah, elle était très cool cette quête en vrai. Ouais, donc 152, ça va. Juste aller me soigner. Hop. On va revenir ici, voilà. Normalement, si je vais là-bas, ici. Royaume, ouais, c'est ça. Et il nous donne ces trucs-là. Ok. Oui, bien sûr, les épées. Les bases, tout. Les bases d'armes. Ok. Et ben, C'était sympa, moi j'ai bien aimé cette quête. Voilà. Du coup, je vais m'arrêter là, il commence à se faire tard. Du coup, prochain live sur Genshin, ce sera pas mercredi prochain, du coup. Du coup, il nous restera Layla. L'escapade de Layla, mais je pense que le prochain live Genshin, il y aura... Enfin, le prochain live Genshin, je sais pas si demain je ferai un live, ou vendredi, je sais pas du tout. On verra bien. Donc, prochain live du coup, normalement, live prévu, ce sera samedi. Où je ferai du The Quarry, voilà, j'ai choisi le jeu. Du coup, ce n'est pas LFI Strange True Color, on fera The Quarry. Après, du coup, mercredi prochain, ce ne sera pas du Genshin. Ce sera du Honkai Star Rail, vu que le jeu sort mercredi prochain déjà. Donc on testera Honkai Star Rail. Et du coup, le prochain live Genshin, ce sera le mercredi encore d'après. Mercredi de la rentrée, du coup. Et là, on fera soit la quête de soit l'escapade de Layla, soit la quête de Beizu si elle sera disponible, mais je pense pas. 2 jours, dans 2 semaines. Ah, peut-être. Peut-être que la quête d'Alaitam sera disponible, je sais pas. Voilà, donc si d'Alaitam, de Beizu. Donc si la quête de Beizu sera disponible, on la fera, sinon on fera l'escapade de Layla. C'est pas grave. Bon bref, donc je vous dis à samedi pour The Quarry ou à mercredi prochain. Ou un autre jour, voilà. Pour un prochain live, voilà. Allez, salut. Merci d'être passé.